everyone. Happy Sunday. It's another crafty day. Let me see if I'm live. Make sure everything's good here and that you guys can hear me well. My internet's a little slow today, so hopefully we don't have any issues. Although it looks like I'm having issues now. Let's hope that's not true. Oh, perfect. Okay, I see everything now. Okay, so yesterday I was very lucky. I went with some friends to a local crafty store, and yeah, I picked up some new supplies. And some of the supplies I bought were, of course, Pinkfresh, because I think you all know how much I love Pinkfresh. And there are some weddings coming up, and some people have asked me if I could create some wedding cards. So I thought that I would get the Celebrate in Style stamp, die, and stencil set from Pinkfresh. It's a very pretty set. So I played with this last night. My husband and I, we had gone out for dinner and stuff, but when we came back, I crafted until almost 3 in the morning just playing with this set. And yeah, so this was one of the cards I created, and I thought I'd share this one. It's sweet, and I think it's simple to make, even though there's a lot of details with it. So besides the Celebrate in Style stamp, stencil, and die set, I'm also using these inks from Pinkfresh. Emerald City, Meadow Mint, Passion Fruit, Coral Reef, and Warm Buff. Some other goodies I'm using are the fancy oval frame, the dotted chevron background, and I have this set here. It's the basic banners die, and there are coordinating stamp sets with it. So I'm using the basic banners Celebrate. I'm using a pink cardstock. I don't know who it's from. It might even be from Michael's. I'm not 100% sure. I'm using white hammermill cardstock. And then I have this gold cardstock that was in my scraps, and I think it might have come from the dollar store, but it's almost a champagne color. It's very pretty. It goes with the warm buff really well, so that's why I chose that. And then the dark pink here is from what color is this? It's Flamingo from Basil Basics. So that's all the craft supplies I think we're using, besides the usual adhesives. Oh, I'm also using clear vellum. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and stamp the background, or the cakes. So you can see here on my platform, I stamped a lot last night. I stamped in pinks, 2 different shades of pinks. I stamped in warm buff. I did a whole bunch of blacks, and yeah, but we're not going to do the black today. I just wanted to make it soft and pretty, so I'm using the warm buff with it. So this is just a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 hammer mill. I see a piece of cat fur there, so I'm just going to get that off. Okay. So I hope you all had a happy week, a happy craft week, that you're able to get into the craft room if you could, and it's been nice here in Nova Scotia, and so yeah, the weather hasn't been too bad. So you know, there's been some walks and stuff like that too for me. Getting my might be enough. And I'm going to use my eddy tool. I could have done this in gold, but I just like the way the warm buff looked, and I don't think I have a champagne color, whoops, that matches, a champagne like colored ink that would match the scrap gold that I have. There we go. Okay, that's super pretty. And let's go ahead and stencil. Just going to tape this down a little bit. I'm going to use all the stencils from the set. I have them out of order. I just cleaned them. Okay, so I'm going to start with the lightest color. This is the Coral Reef. I have my little blending brush here. Oh, I should tape that. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of weddings right now. I'm actually going to a wedding next weekend, and yeah, next Saturday, and then my brother-in-law, he's getting married next month. I have there was another wedding that happened yesterday that I'm going to make a card for, and then there's a guy at work that he is getting married next month too. So there's a lot of weddings in the next little bit. So this set seemed perfect for me to buy. So not only am I doing these flowers here, I'm also just putting a little bit of the pink, and I'm just kind of sweeping it this way because I want to have a pink shadow like from there and slowly going out. I did try this, without it having pink on it, and yeah, it just didn't look. Well, I mean, it looked nice, but I liked it better this way. And even though we're not using this big cake here, I'm still going to do it in pink because I made several other flowers last night, and this way I can just have this off to the side. I'll just keep it, and if there's like a birthday or something coming up, then I can I'll have some stuff already die cut for it. Okay, it's a little dark right there. I think I'm moving that thing just like that. Maybe. Oops. Okay, you can see the light. Okay, so yep, so that's the pink there. It's very subtle, but it's very pretty. Love that color. Okay, so the next stencil 2, we're going to go with passion fruit. I'm just going to go with the same brush. They're in the same color family, and it's just a little bit darker, and I'll just clean my brush afterwards. Yep, so I'm not going to add any more to the cake. I'm just going to keep going with the flowers with this. And I'm going clockwise and counterclockwise, so this way I don't get buildup in one direction. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's so pretty. I love these two colors. Okay, so I'm done with my pinks now. So I'll just put that aside. I'll clean my brush later. Now we're going to go with the greens. So with this stencil, I'm doing both the green, the lightest green, and I'm using the sunshine with this because that's the color of the flower centers. So where'd my little green brush go? Oh, I put it away. Okay. I just love stencils. It makes creating a card so much easier. Yeah, so it's supposed to be kind of nice today, I think. It's going to be like 14 degrees Celsius. So it's in the 50s, upper 50s, I think, Fahrenheit. My tulips are popping up. They're not flowering yet. They're only like 4 inches tall or whatever, but that's pretty. I have my lungwort coming up. We have deer in the area, so I saw that some of the tulips were chewed down a little bit, but that's okay. Can't get mad about stuff like that. Let's see. Meadow. Yep, so Meadow, and again, this is doing the whole stencil here, all of the cutouts here. That little guy there. Oh, can't forget that little bud. The small cutout. See how that looks. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so the last one here is Emerald City. And this one's darker than my other ones, like quite a bit, so I'm going to use this fine brush with it, so this way I don't make the bigger brush too dark, even though I clean them. Just in case after this video I want to make another card. Oh, gorgeous. I will pull that closer to the camera so that you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? I love those colors so much. Yeah, I don't know what any of the wedding colors are. So sometimes I like to figure, or I like to ask, you know, the person, or like when you get the wedding card, the invite, you know, what colors the wedding, you know, to find out what colors they're using in the wedding, and then, you know, you can incorporate those into the card, so that this way when they have their little memory box, or, you know, scrapbook, or however they're going to store, you know, your card that you send them, it's nice to have it the same color as their wedding. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'll go on this side here. So it's going to be loud for a second as I run this through. need to run that through one more time. I didn't have a good cut there. Okay. Oh, much better. Let's see. Just pop that off so I don't accidentally throw that away. Okay, so we have the beautiful cake. Well, you can really see that cut there, but yep, so got the cake. And I'm not going to use this one. Like I said, I'm just going to set that aside. This one I'm going to use on the inside of the card. So we're going to do the outside and the inside today. So it will look like that. So we'll set this aside and this aside. We're going to have to make the cake stand now. So this die is also in the same die set. And where did I put it? Just one second. It's on my table somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so this one I'm going to make from the from that basil cardstock. So that's used in two locations. That's used on the cake stand and also as part of the matting here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. It won't fit there, but I'll use it here. Okay, I'm just going to use my little Gemini Mini with this. So pretty. Look at that little cake stand. Try to put that aside. And so the next things we need to die cut. We're going to die cut a piece of white here. And I don't know, you could have gone like on your card, if you want to go with plain white, that would look nice too. Or yeah, if you want to use a different plate on the background, a cover plate die. But I really like this one, the dotted chevron. I'd probably overuse this one, but it's just so pretty. And I wanted to use it again on this card. I'm also going to die cut one of the fancy oval frames. So I'm going to cut both of these in white. I think I have those pieces pre-cut. Or maybe I don't. Okay, I'll cut that really quick. I'm just using the standard hammer mill cardstock. Oh no, I did have it. So the hammer mill cardstock, I just cut to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just your standard size. Let's see. Oops. I put too much pressure on that. Gorgeous. And next I'll do this. Even though this is going to be in gold, like what you see will be in gold, I am still going to die cut it in white just to give it a little bit of depth. Where did I put my piece of white cardstock? Well, I lose things so quickly. Okay, I'll grab another sheet really quick. There we go. So I cut one more time. Perfect. Just gonna pop these out. I should have popped these out while they were in the die. Makes it a little bit easier. I don't know if you guys find that, but when it's in the die, just much easier to get those little things out using the tool. Just gives you that that strength that you need to just hold it in place while you run this over. Beats having to poke them out one at a time. Well, it looks like I might have to though. You can see how old my brush is. I might need to get a new wire thing for it. See if I can pop that out. Nope. Yeah, it's probably not going to matter too much with this white just because, you know, it's going to be underneath it. And, you know, it's going on top of white, but that white background, but I'm a little fussy. And I don't want it to, you know, the little things to pop out after I make the card and put it in an envelope. I don't want someone to have little pieces in their envelope. Okay, so that one's done. So I'm running this again in that champagne color. Just look at that texture there. Isn't that amazing? I can't believe the dollar store had that. I think I'll do this here. Okay. Isn't that pretty? That will definitely be used with something. Ooh, you know what? That would be nice in the center of a card. It's going this way. Pretty. Okay, so I'm going to pop this guy out. So remember a couple episodes ago when I was talking to you all about the, it might have been last Sunday, and I told you about the VIP, it's through the Creative Scrapbooker magazine, the VIP club, and well, I joined it, and I'm so happy I did. It's such a positive group. Like I said, they have a little, you know, group of people. It's like a birthday club, and they send birthday cards to each other. And so some people have been posting their birthday cards that they received, and Gosh, it's just so nice, right? It's just so nice to, you know, share cards with fellow crafters and you know, you just meet new crafters that way, and it's just so nice, and everyone is so positive. And they do little online crops, and they do tutorials. A lot of tutorials have guests come in to do tutorials. Yeah, I got that all. Such a positive group. Just get rid of these. Okay, so I have to run it through one time, but I'm not going to worry about the outside because I'm just using the center of this. I just want to have the piece of vellum back there just to kind of lighten that so that the dots from my background aren't so harsh behind the cake. I want the cake to be the hero of this card. I just want to center. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to stack these two right now while I am thinking of it. And I'll just use my fine tip glue to do that. And I'm making sure that when I add my glue that I'm going on the outside piece there because it kind of moves a little bit, and then just a line along there. Oops, missed a spot. There we go. Just doing it quickly on the outside. So when I was playing with this last night, I almost did the frame in a pink and then the cake stand in the gold, but I didn't want to take away from the cake too much because the cake has such light colors, and I thought the gold would be a nice frame, emphasizing the elegance of the cake. So that's why I did that. But you know what? It would look really nice in the gold. Okay. So we have this. Oh, I have to cut the pink. So I have to cut the dark pink and this to size so that it will mat on here, and then we'll get to the layering. I don't remember what color base I used. It's this color. Yep. It's always nice having these handy, the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, my pink is right here. And what size did I make this? So my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm making a top fold. And for the dark pink, I'm going with, it's 4, so it'd be 5 1/4. Yep. So I'll cut that. Let's see how wide that is. Oh, perfect. Okay. 4 by 5 1/4. And now I have to cut the white chevron background, which is, yeah, it's just a little bit larger than the 3 1/4 or 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. Oops, I got that. Just a little bit above 3 3/4, something right there. Let's see how that mats, because sometimes I don't cut things very straight. As you can see, when I do my videos, I kind of craft at an angle. I don't know why I do that. See, so I think that side was, nope, not that big. I have a nice all around mat with that. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, that's good size. Actually, now that I think of that, I think of this. How does that look? I might take a little bit off the length too. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use my tape runner with this. Easy peasy. Yeah, so I am really excited to go to the wedding next weekend. I haven't seen my family in a while, and so it'd be nice to see them. And I've never been to this town, and there's a craft store in the town too, and I am definitely going to go there. I already contacted them, and I think because I'm arriving earlier than my family is, and so I have a good 24 hours or so before anyone else arrives. So I contacted them to see what their hours were, and so I'm going to go there. I'm going to see if they have an event on too. Like they seem to do a lot of like little scrap togethers, and so I think I might see if that's an option. That would be fun to meet new people and just craft. It'd be fun. Okay, I might trim that bottom off a little bit. Am I crooked on that? Yeah, I made it too long. So I'm just going to take just the hair off that. Nice. Okay, so I think we have all of our pieces now. We have our gold piece. We have that. We have our cake stand. Oh, you know what? I want to glue these pieces together. So Let's use this again. I like that. Pretty cake. Oh, you know what? I need the sentiments. And what I did just to save some time, I already ran those banners with the sentiments through. So we have some choices. So this one is the best wishes that's already used. I like how it's the curves of it matches the the curves of the cake and the stand and the oval there, the frame. So we could do that again. We could, if we want to go straight across with the congratulations, like that looks nice too. That does look nice. And that little bit there matches the chevrons in the background. Of course, if you want to get really, have a really large, well, not really large, but a larger banner with a swish that celebrates pretty too. Gosh, that's pretty. Oh, I did 2 of those. Well, let's just see. Once we mount it, we'll do that. Okay, so the thing with vellum is if you use tape or glue, like sometimes you can see it through the vellum, or the glue might make the vellum, depending on, well, I guess the vellum that I use, it kind of makes it like crinkly. So I did something different with this one, and it seemed to work well. So I'll try that again. Well, with the card I made last night. So I'll try it again on this one. So again, I'm going on the outside and the inside of the frame. Okay. Have to stand up for this one. Okay, that's good. So I'm just going to set this in here. I'm not gluing it yet. Oh, I'm so happy about this set. It is just, it's just adorable. You know what? I'm going to mount this directly onto the vellum, and I'm going to use a foam tape here, but not a thick one, to mount the cake on it. Yep, so this one I will just use I have some 3M tape that is 3M tape that is a little thinner. Oh, I'm sorry, scrapbook adhesives tape that's a little thinner than my Crafter's Companion tape. Oh, yeah, actually, I'm just going to use that bit there. cat hair. The card is not complete without cat hair in it. Okay, do that. Okay, so I'll put the cake right in the middle, just like that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I have to keep closing this because it dries so fast. Okay, so now let's see which one we're going to use. Are we going to use congratulations? That looks nice. We already know what best wishes looks like. Celebrate. I think I might try the congratulations on this one. Yeah, it's sweet. I like that one. No. There we go. I have some strips here. But right there. So again, my vellum is not glued down or adhered yet. Hands have glue on them. Doesn't want to get the tape off the paper. Wow. Okay. There we go. Have to stand up again. Okay, so the way I'm going to adhere this on is, when you go, after you put the foam tape on your sentiment here, don't press down all the way because you don't want it to stick to your frame yet. So what I did, I'm just going to use my tape runner along this right here. And I'm just going to apply glue or tape everywhere back there. Let's see. And for these little parts that I didn't put the tape on, I'll just use my glue there. So everywhere I see cardstock, I'm just going to put glue or tape. So this way it's held down nice and neat, and you're not going to see the adhesive. So just gonna lightly press on these areas here. Okay, let's go ahead and put the bling on while I'm thinking about it, and then we'll move to the inside of the card. Inside will be quick compared to the outside, obviously. So I'm using the bead landing ones again. I just love these. Turned again. There we go. Okay. So we need 6 of the smaller ones. 4 or 6. This is the SS12. And oops, I will need 2 of the larger ones, the SS16. Okay. So I know where these go, so I'm just going to quickly put these in. I'm putting the 2 big ones in the centers right here and right there. Let's see, one there, there, one on the tip on each side, and then there and there again. It's a little crooked. Perfect. Okay, so while those are drying, we're just going to get the inside done really quick. And again, we're going to use the flower, the last bunch of flowers that we had stamped and stenciled. So we're going to use this. And then we're also going to use one of the stamps from the set. And the sentiment is, may this beautiful day be just the beginning of a lifetime filled with happiness. I really like that they gave these sentiments for the inside. Okay, so I'm going to use white again. And let's see. It's already cut the size, so that's good. And where did I put my stamp press? There we go. So I could put this sentiment right in the center there and put the flowers underneath it. Or put the flowers on top with that. Oh, I like it better like that. Isn't that nice? Okay, so we'll do that one. See how off I am. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to use the warm buff again, just to keep it consistent. Oh, gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? My gosh. Glue. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to use this glue. It'll be a little bit quicker. I know we're at almost an hour, and I'm really sorry. There's just a lot of die cutting with this. I feel like it's worth it. Like it looks really nice. Love that. Okay, so we'll put this on the inside of our card. Yep, that's just pretty. Make sure it's lined up. Isn't that lovely? So what do you think? Do you like the card? Oh, I have little lines there, but okay. Let's see, outside. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add. Where is that at? I usually have it handy. Oh, here we go. Because we have those pretty rhinestones on the outside, how about we add some sparkle to the flowers? So I'm going to use some Winka Stella here. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I might have to get another one of these. It's getting a little thin. Yep, that was a great final touch. So yeah, so all you have left to do is sign your little name on the back of this and write some beautiful sentiments on the inside, and you have a sweet little wedding card for someone. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber yet, we'd love to have you as a subscriber, and then we could craft together every week. And don't be shy. You know, if you're here, and if you're live or not live, and if you just have any questions, or if you just want to contact me or something, then yeah, feel free to do so. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to craft or talk with another a fellow crafter and answer any questions or anything like that, and or just talk about crafting. Crafting's fun. Anyway, thank you again. I'm wishing you nothing but a happy crafty day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.